Welcome, everyone, to the Ghost 4v4 S&D. It's time for the finals. We've got our two teams ready to start this one off. We've got champions going up against the side of hunnit. This should be a very interesting finals, to say the least. Of course, this will be a best of three. And we're starting things off, kicking things off, rather, on some Octane. Of course, we just witnessed the side of champions win a very close matchup, actually, in their last one versus the side of YRN. When a round 11 1-on-3 victory. Joe Espo was a part of that one. Speaking of clutches, it looks like Drafty might have had an opportunity to make one happen in the very first round. However, it will be Blastful who closes out this round, finding 2 kills as well as the defuse. But like I said, we've had very interesting runs for both of these squads. We've been able to watch hunnit in their first few matches play up against World War II champs team. They played against Infam 100T as well. They've had a few matchups succeed in their way to the finals. And of course, we were able to catch up with like I said, the side of champions in the semifinals versus the side of YRN, where like I said, they ended up winning a round 11 victory in map number 2. And we ended up seeing Joe Espo have a very, very nice 1 versus 3, to say the least. His kills are already starting to happen. Drafty finding the first blood there on Nade Shot. Nade Shot, just in case you didn't hear it the first time. Jay Eagle held a nice little line set here, close to that B site, having his teammate Joe Espo just next to him. And the question is, what does the offensive team do in this situation? As will be Blastful currently sitting around that bottom strip area. Kills continuing to go through as KingKilla shuts down Pharaoh. 2-on-3 for the side of hunnit. Blastful does have that bomb in his hands, and Rallied currently sitting up in top broken. Thermal. Sniper not going to do much damage there. He's actually right below Rallied. He has 2 players waiting for his demise, it seems like, and he will be picked off just like that. KingKilla finding both of those kills, along with the defuse. And KingKilla has been a player to watch out for. If you haven't really been watching or keeping up with the matches so far in the tournaments, KingKilla from the set of champions has been one guy who has definitely gone off in a number of different games. Mr. Consistent is what I like to call him. The matches that we've been able to spectate. Granted, we've only been able to spectate 2. Up, not including this one, but regardless, he has seemed to be a very talented player, at least in the Go Search and Destroy tournament for today. And I think, honestly, if we see strong performances like this from him continuing on, they could definitely find themselves victors here in this tournament. Of course, when it comes to Octane, fully expect to see a lot of sniper rifles, quite a few Remingtons, and a lot of smokes, to say the least. Names like Killa and smokes usually go well together, so I'm looking to see KingKilla try to respond with that one. Rowdaddy firing some shots from afar, finds one and quickly gets stunned actually from the dead player. And the question is, what is the play from KingKilla? He actually wraps back around and is going to say sayonara right now toward Rallied. Both players on opposite sides of the map right now, and Rallied have to check a lot of corners on his way toward that A site. KingKilla is able to get that bomb down. However, Rallied's not far behind. Decent spot right now for KingKilla. He's going to peek this one out, checks just behind him, and Rallied does have an idea of where he could be at. Spots the corner around, and yes, great timing there from Rallied. Unfortunately for KingKilla in that situation, I believe he had the barrel of the gun along with the fence, basically kind of guarding his overall vision. As Rallied can let him know, I know exactly where you're at all times. As Rallied will clutch that one out. That's now going to be the side of hunnit, up 2 rounds to 1. Regardless of that, Blastful currently sitting at 5-2 for the side of hunnit, just like I said, after 3 rounds. And KingKilla and Mr. Drafty sitting both with 4 kills handsomely. And snipers will be brought out yet again. Rallied watching that carouse just under gas. Yes, he's going to have a pretty aggressive rusher, but he's not going to be able to call that one out to his teammates. So this player is going to get all up close and personal. Joe Espo is here. He's going to find 1. He's going to find 2. Beautiful play there from Joe Espo. That's all due to the unfortunate timing that Rallied ended up getting, not being able to call that one out to his teammates. It's a free 2-piece there for Joe Espo, and just now, Nade Shot left in a 1-on-4 scenario, now make it a 1-on-3. Spots one toward middle, finishes him off pretty easily, but there's too many players, too little time. And after that shot does come through, there's only 2 different angles where a Nade Shot could have came out from. Actually 3 if you count the building, the other side of that building. but regardless, Drafty's ready and waiting with that line sight. As we look through the one player is actually holding the opposite angle. That is going to be Drafty right now with that sniper. Just watching that cross, maybe trying to find that check, and he actually is going to get a hit marker through that wood plank. That's really unfortunate. That would have been a very, very nice snipe, but Rallied will live to see another day. Maybe even another round. Current 3-on-3. Killa still with that bomb in hand. Minus part of the edge of that player. No shots are coming in from that range, and it looks like his teammate's going to pick up that one. As this Rallied, he gets picked off as well, and King Killa nearly finds another one. Drafty, one-on-one, him and versus Pharaoh. Vector versus USR. It looks like the hit marker yet again coming in from Drafty. He's not having the best of luck when it comes down to this round. Realizes the player's weak and tries to challenge. And realizes the bomb is right in front of him. A very risky play here from Drafty. But regardless, he'll win the round anyway. So he snipes one player. As soon as that happens, he immediately rushes after him. Doesn't really care to check the right side, even though he sprints for the bomb. As if he knows exactly where Pharaoh is. Interesting play from Drafty. But regardless, the man's 7-3, so I can't question it. Not at all. So with that, we're loading in here toward this next one, this next round. Of course, Blastful now with the sniper rifle in his hands, going to be going toward top strip. Going to most likely try to pick off a player going on that cross, or maybe toward bottom. Gas spots the headshot, knows exactly where to look, and Drafty is going to sit in that reload, or excuse me, that respawn screen for a while. Blastful's going to spawn another player as well, not able to finish off him. I believe that was, that might have been J Eagle. Now King Killa holding a nice little angle, spots one. Quickly turns around and realizes that that was nade shot. So knows at least one player should be in top strip. Knows that one should be Blastful, as both those players are kind of lingering toward that area, both Pharaoh and Blastful holding down strip at the moment. And both do thankfully have that bomb as well. So the question is, what site do they hit? What site do they try to make happen? It looks like shots already being exchanged. As it looks like King Killa will shut down Pharaoh, but a nice snipe there coming in from Blastful. But he will get met with a nade coming in from Joe Espo, along with some excess shots there at the end. Joe Espo looking at the right angle, tosses that nade just off the wall. Nice little bank shot there for him. As if you look at the scoreboard right now for the side of champions, 3 players, all with 7 kills. Talk about consistency. Of course, J Eagle kind of lingering behind right now, sitting at 1 and 5, but regardless. Still very consistent gameplay from that crew. And right now from the other side, we've got Blastful sitting at 7 and 5 for the hunnit side. Exchanging some shots with that Vector toward that B cross, tossing out the nade, trying to get some information. But no, Drafty is ready and waiting just to that side semi-truck, just inside that gap. So to pick him off, here comes the frag. Is Rally going to be ready? But no, Rally doesn't have the sniper rifle out in time, and he will get dropped just as I say that. King Killa actually finds both of these kills, man. He finds that nade kill, immediately peeks out, excuse me, and shuts down Pharaoh in that corner. Dominance right now coming in from the start of champions. They're up 5 rounds to 2. With King Killa yet again leading the way at 9 and 4. As this round should be theirs. Let's see if this one does play out though. Sniper rifle out for Rally. Minus part of the player. That could have just been the Oracle there for me. J Eagle trying to hold an angle here over toward B. Could try to gain some line set. Of course, King Killa being very aggressive at the beginning of this round, being made for that first blood, and bomb being planted right now. So J Eagle should be guaranteed at least 1 kill. That's always going to be guaranteed, however. Mr. Drafty has a player toward his right, but thankfully his teammate is there to pick up that player. 2 on 2 now for the map. Can Espo and Drafty clutch this one out? Drafty from the back gets picked off, and now Espo left at a 1 on 2. He's done it in the past, finds one. Player just around the corner, though, is going to be Nate Shot, and he will pick him off. So Nate Shot, right place, right time, plays the 2v2 correctly, and obviously receives the call from his teammates. He's able to shut down Joe Espo. However, Joe Espo was ready, man. If Nate shot peeked around that corner just maybe a second and a half a little bit later, or maybe the shots didn't immediately go toward that center, you could have maybe even seen Joe Espo make another highlight play. However, we'll never know. Joe Espo tossing out that smoke. Let King Killer run on through. It looks like Rallied gets picked off. Blastful as well. Drafty doing some big things so far in this round. And now it's all up to Nate shot. Just as we start to think, well, maybe this could be the comeback for hunnit. Immediately, it's a 1-on-4. Nate shot's going to have to go big here, as that bomb is down. Bomb is down also. It's about one player's head just toward back satellite. And it's not going to pick off him either. King Killa easily finishing off that final kill. As we're going to see a victory for the side of champions. They won this one in pretty dominant fashion as well, with King Killa playing very, very well. 6 rounds to 3. King Killa finishing off with 11 total kills, 11 and 5. And Mr. Drafty as well, just behind him, 10 and 6. Joe Espo finishing up with 9 and 4. So pretty dominant victory if you are the set of champions, to say the least, as they're now going to be up 1 map to 0. So our first finals map is in the books, and champions are now maybe even could book their ticket toward that overall finals victory. Of course, we do have S&D Warhawk up for map number 2. I want to get your guys' thoughts in the chat before we head to a commercial break. Will the set of champions close this one out, or can we see a map number 3 force from the side of hunnit? We will be seeing S&D on Warhawk, and honestly, I'm really not sure how to call that one. I think we're going to see quite a few sniper rifle plays yet again, and if we see Killa and Drafty go off like they have, and if we see Espo pulling out those clutches, man, it's going to be very, very difficult for the side of hunnit to kind of pull this one off. But we have seen the side of hunnit do it in the past. They've got a number of different and very talented search and destroy players on this team, Nate Shot included in that title. So with that, guys, we're going to head to a commercial break. When we return, we've got map number 2 of the finals. It could be our last time as we do potentially say goodbye. But guys, head to a commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for potentially the final time. We're heading into map number 2 of our current final for the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy. We've got champions going up against hunnit. Champions, of course, already taking map number 1. They take S&D on Octane at 6 rounds to 3. And now we focus our attention here toward some Warhawk. Ball essentially is in hunnit's court at this point. Backs are against the wall as well, and we'll see how they do respond. Man that we're on board with right now, King Killa, had a huge performance in that last game and trying to do similar things, already finding 2 kills. Fuel will get picked out there. Nice line set there from Blastful gained. As an early round victory for the side of hunnit would be big for confidence as well as the overall morale. Trying to refocus really for this second map. Blastful, a number of different angles he's at right now, and he's just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. Pharaoh shuts down Jay Eagle, and now it's all up to the Drafty. Looking down at the ground, trying to sprint as quick as possible, maybe even trying to get that frame rate out of ways. He's going to go ahead and get the bomb down here over on A, and I'm curious to see what angle he tries to go for after planting this bomb down. He could go here toward back, you can call this like back tree, or even back semi. Along with the hold, curious to see how the retake comes about for the side of hunnit. Is Drafty still holding this angle right now? Trying to watch that flank potentially coming in, but no, it's not going to be home for right now. Player just toward the other side. Might have spotted him. Blastful should spot him at this point. Drafty actually ends up shutting down one. That's going to be Pharaoh. And Drafty's still trying to stay alive. Can he find this player toward his right? And he should win this gunfight. He's going to stay alive, so Blastful isn't going to be able to get back toward that site in time. So this is actually a very smart play in the end there from Drafty, because he gets so far away from that site, he makes both players bait out to try to force the issue, and in doing that, he makes the time be a problem as well. So major props to Drafty for being so far away from the site, but also playing very confident at the same time. So he makes the clock bleed out and doesn't even need to find the final kill for the round to be secured. As round number 1 will be in the books. That one's going to be under champions. Of course, champions already maybe claiming their title. They could be living up to it. He's Rallied finding some shots, exchanging some toward this B site. Gets picked off. Drafty and King Killa both finding kills as well. Pharaoh right now trying to find a nice line sight. Not seeing anyone at the moment. Player is right above him at the moment. Spots one. Easy pick off there toward Water Tower. Finds another one thanks to the teammates' help, but now it's all left up to Jay Eagle. 1-on-2 for him. Sitting inside of 10. Does have that thermal Remington out. Not sure if Farrell or Nadeshot spotted him due to where Nadeshot's peeking. You'd like to think that they most likely did not. And the Jay Eagle knows at least where one player is at the moment. At least it looked like it. Or he might have just got some bad timing. Spots one player on the bomb. Picks him off. Nadeshot now. Bomb is down, 20 seconds left to work with. Might try to go for the plant, but no, it's going to be Nadeshot who closes that one out. I thought Jay Eagle had the advantage peeking around that corner. As you thought, the Nadeshot goes for the bomb. Gets ready to go and maybe even go for the plant, but no, holds the angle correctly and finds the nice shot. So Thermal Remington versus Thermal Remington, and Nadeshot's able to close that one out. That's huge. That is huge for the set of hunnit, because that would have been back-to-back 1-on-2s that the side of champions would have won. Looking right now with Pharaoh. Not responding to anyone right now, and is going to spot one player making his way toward Brick's building. He's going to call that one out to his teammates most likely, as Kinkilla playing very aggressively. One toward that side drug. Also gained some information on that as well, and still not ready to plant the bomb down, so playing pretty free right now is Killa. 2 players on the flank right now. Looks like it is Blastful and Nadeshot. Blastful first here. He ends up dropping. Nadeshot does as well, and Joe Espo finds 2 huge kills. 2-on-4, and Killa quickly going to put that bomb down. Now it's all left up to Rallied. Pulls out the pistol, finds one on the bomb, has the thermal out, and can't do much more than that. As Joe Espo will find the final 3 kills. Finding 2 big ones on the flank. And picking up Rally just coming out of bricks. So major play there coming in from Joe Espo. As it will be now 2 rounds to 1. Could definitely be 3-0 if a 1v1 would have gone a different way. But regardless, we'll see how hunnit does defend to go and play this offensive round. Looks like we're going to have one player check A. Going to go toward this mid-cut. It's going to be Farrell. I've seen him hold this angle quite a few times so far throughout this tournament. As he does kind of have a nice little angle at the enemy base, if you want to call it that. That's exactly the reason why. Shuts down one player coming toward that backside. One player on the tank as well. Tries to go out, and he's going to have that frag in his back pocket. Tosses that one forward. And kind of has them kind of cut off, because the only way they can get through here is if they do go through Water Tower. If Pharaoh was to stay in the same position. So playing the angle very well right now is Pharaoh. Big position for him held right now, and you can see him checking constantly toward his left, because if the enemy team knows the position that he has, he would definitely be the first target that they'd go after. That's exactly what's about to happen. Kinkilla right in the corner, trying to spot exactly where he is, and doesn't spot him, I don't believe. I don't think he sees where Pharaoh was at. Pharaoh breaks through the fence and tries to find these last players toward that backside. Jay Eagles rounds are back around here from 10. Kinkilla tries to go on the bomb. He doesn't have any teammate support. Jay Eagle isn't even there to help him. Now it's a 1-on-3, maybe even some excess shots found. Rally drops. Nate still for Jay Eagle. He finds another one. Now it's all up to Nadeshot yet again. A 1-on-1. It would be a 1-on-3 clutch right now for Jay Eagle if he can find this last player up close and personal. Knife there, and yes, Jay Eagle will find it. The knife to Nade. The defuse as well. The 1-on-3 for Jay Eagle. As it's now going to be 3 rounds to 1, the side of champions. They've got confidence, and who wouldn't after the amount of rounds that they've clutched, whether it's been in past series or this one. You can never count them out. Some crazy stuff that we're seeing from the set of champions right now. As we're going to be looking through the eyes of Joe Espo right now. Rally finds one. Not sure how Joe Espo actually misses that shot, but regardless, we're going to fire a few bullets and not finding anything as of it. Nadeshot finding one on Drafty, so immediate 2-on-4. Good stuff right now in this round from hunnit. Jay Eagle from afar, not able to make much of that play, just a few tags in the side of Nade. And Nate could come on this nice flank and could easily pick off both these players. Player toward his left, not quick enough reaction time. He'll end up dropping. Jay Eagle still forcing the issue. He'll get trapped from behind. Joe Espo does as well. So a nice responding round there coming in from the side of hunnit, trying to get that one out of mind. It comes down to matches of this caliber, or even pro matches as well. You kind of have that overall grasp of the game. And when it comes to being a high-level player as well, you can have that short-term memory. You can't let the prior matches exist in your mind. You got to focus on the next ones and act as if the other ones didn't really even happen. As we're seeing shots potentially be exchanged right now from Drafty as well as Pharaoh. Pharaoh's still going to advance his position over here toward A. Bomb, I don't believe, was grabbed. That doesn't matter at the moment. Drafty down, not out though. Finds one, finds two, and he can't get out of dodge fast enough. Can't escape out of 10. As Blastful will be there for the responding kills, and just as we start to say, the side of Champions could be walking away with this victory in this round number 2 before it even starts. We're seeing back-to-back round victories right now for the side of hunnit, so we're now level after 6 rounds. At 3 up, King Kill is starting to slow down a little bit. Joe Espo, most kills in the lobby for his squad. He's going to be checking toward that side as well. Nice line sight gain. Shuts down Blastful. Beautiful play there coming in. You know, these guys have been practicing those and learning those line sights. He makes it look so easy in that particular play. Joe Espo continuing to go on a spree right now. Another player up close. King Killa's there. Pharaoh now 1-on-4 scenario. Nice nade, actually. As he'll find that one. Player on bomb finds that one as well. 1-on-2. This would be a 1-on-4 clutch for Pharaoh, but no, not enough time. As players peek from behind, it will be Drafty who finishes him off. And now a round advantage toward the side of Champions. So back and forth we go. The only thing that's lingering in my mind is how much longer can hunnit stay alive for? Can they keep these smart plays going in their way? Can they catch the side of Champions off guard? Because Champions is just looking so good at different times. At different rounds, you see them absolutely go off. And Pharaoh might have spotted one. I'm not sure 100% if he ended up calling that one out to his teammates or not. But regardless, you got to expect that a hit toward B is one that's a likely one. Joe Espo tossing a few lethals and tacticals over. Not getting a whole lot of information, however. He does know there's going to be a few players around. Of course, Rally being first blood. Blastful able to respond and make that deficit one that's now even. Player toward water tower, just toward his direction, toward back water tower. And how does Blastful play this? How did the angles go? Up close gunfight. Blastful able to win that one. Player toward his left on side fence. They're going to be wrapping back around. It's both up to Espo and Drafty to try to clutch this one out. Shots being earned. Finds one. Can the second one come into play? But no, not going to happen. Joe Espo up close and gets a knife toward the back as Blastful will find the final 2 and will secure this round number 8 in his favor. Nice team shots as he will finish off that one. And the good reaction is shut down at Joe Espo as well. A nice little final meeting there from both players who have the most kills for their respective teams, both Blastful and Joe Espo. Of course, Blastful, like I said, gaining the kills in that last round. A huge round at the moment that we are witnessing. King Killa, bomb in hand yet again. Same line sight. However, a different outcome. He will drop. At the same time, Drafty finding a kill. Drafty finds another one on Nate shot as well. 2 on 3. Blastful coming from the flank. Can he find anything? No, he will not. And at the exact same time, Jay Eagle shuts down one as well. So this round going to go the way of Champions, as they will now be 1 round away from securing the first place finish in the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy. How will hunnit respond? As it's only right that we do go on board with them. See exactly what they're rocking heading in to what could be the final round of this tournament. Looks like they're going to have double snipers out. Missed shot there from Rallied. Pharaoh peeking here over toward B. It looks like Rally is going to be watching that flank right now. Only player that he could meet would be Joe Espo, but Joe Espo not going to be found for right now. This could be a great nade for Blastful, but no, he just tossed that one toward the middle. And he threw that one toward his right. He could have stayed alive, but Blastful drops. That's huge. The bomb is down. Pharaoh tossing that excess nade out, gets hit markers, but doesn't get the kill in the end. Trying to fire those excess shots, but nothing going to be home for right now. Nade shot peeking over toward Water Tower. They've got 2 thermal Remingtons and a sniper. Just like that, one of the thermal Remingtons goes down. Nade shot does as well, and just like that, the kills will happen. Drafty will find the final one, and that is going to do it. Champions. Well, by golly, they will be your champions of the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy, as they win map number 1, 6 rounds to 3, and in map number 2 here on S&D on Warhawk, they win this one at 6 rounds to 4, with Drafty finishing off with most kills in the game at 9 and 6. Props to those guys, man. Props to them for obviously winning this one. Personally, haven't actually heard of Drafty, Jay Eagle, Joe Espo, or King Killa, but I'm definitely going to have my eye out for them when it comes into future tournaments, as well as future Ghost tournaments that we look to try and put on for you guys. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the broadcast for tonight. Was jam-packed with a lot of pro players, a lot of very well-known search and destroy players as well, and it's obviously been a very fun time talking with you guys. Of course, before we do head to our final commercial break and kind of close things out for tonight, I want to kind of give you guys a little bit more information regarding giveaways, of course, as well as our sponsors as well. Of course, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for the final time for the broadcast tonight. Shout out to Origin PC, Acquire Clothing, Scuff Gaming, and like I said, Zowie, a brand by BenQ. Major thank you to them for obviously making broadcasts like this happen live here from the UMG studio. And also, if you guys are curious, before you do leave, make sure and use the exclamation point giveaway in the chat. You'll have a little link actually pop up where you can follow the instructions on that, where you have an opportunity to win UMG Prime, UMG credits, a UMG jersey, which are very nice. And those are also provided by Acquire Clothing. 2 copies of World War II as well, and that does end on August 31st. I believe it's only 2 days away from now. Yes, it's currently 11:50 p.m. Central Time, so that's still technically correct. But yes, does end on August 31st. So make sure to try and get your entry in. So obviously try to walk away with one of those prizes. Would obviously be very fun for one of you guys to walk away with this if you guys are in the stream right now. And make sure to do that before obviously things do close out. So guys, it has been a fun time broadcasting to you guys here another Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy tournament. We're actually looking to try and maybe potentially do one for tomorrow. Still waiting to hear on a confirmation of that, but make sure to stay tuned to @UMG Events on Twitter to learn all information regarding that one as well. And also, if you guys haven't already, make sure to follow the stream here, of course, @UMG Events, to know when we obviously do go live for future broadcasts regarding different games, especially heading into World War II. So for myself, guys, Landon Lando Sanders in the UMG studio, we're wishing you guys all a fantastic night, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you all for tuning in.